Hi! Today I am going to show you my daily makeup routine. I'm not a fan of taking hours or spending hours, unless I'm going somewhere, and even then it's never going to be hours, in doing my makeup. And one of the reasons why I didn't used to wear makeup back in the day is because I just thought it was time consuming. So I've worked out a way of doing my makeup in, well, definitely under 10 minutes, just over 5, maybe about 8 minutes, somewhere in between. So I'm going to show you today. I have cleansed, moisturised, and I have day solution on, and I'm going to talk you through all the things that I'm using, but it really won't take very long. If you have any questions, please let me know. So I'm going to start now. I have a mirror beside me if you wonder why I'm looking down. I'm not sure if it's in shot. So what I'm going to start with is my foundation primer. It contains SPF, so it's like added protection even though my day solution does. Just kind of dot that on my face. I use my fingers to do it. It feels really light and it's like a serum. So while I wait for my day solution to set, I then tend to do my eyebrows. So all of my brushes, everything I'm going to be using is Mary Kay, obviously. This is my Mary Kay eyebrow brush. It's got like a bit at the end. So I just brush them into place. And my eyebrows are a lot thinner than I'd like at the moment due to a rogue waxer. Yeah, anywho, but you know, eyebrow pencil, you can pencil them back in. So I tend to do my eyebrows while I'm waiting for my foundation primer to set. I don't really need them to be like hugely thin or dark. Just kind of shade them in and keep them as natural looking as possible. I'm not really a fan of the halo look. I do use concealer around my eyebrows to make them pop a little bit, as you will see in a second. But I don't put concealer, well, light concealer at the top, because then it looks like your eyebrows are just like they have a halo. So you brush them. I then brush my eyebrows down and I use the other end of my brush. The concealer I'm going to use at the bottom is a bronze one. It's not my foundation, my concealer colour at all, but it highlights underneath your eyebrows, as you would have seen in 1,000,001. Don't worry, I will make this more my skin colour after a while. But it just highlights your eyebrow and the shape. The other good thing about putting concealer under your eyebrows is that if you have hairs growing back, it actually hides those. So in case you haven't had time to have your eyebrows done, you'll be fine. Next I use Bronze 2 concealer, which is my colour, at the top of my eyebrows, to avoid this halo look and make it look more natural. Sometimes I put it at the bottom as well to kind of tame this really light concealer so it doesn't look so out there. As you can see, it doesn't take me an age. I've seen some videos, and then we'll blend that at the end. I've seen some videos where literally it's just like 10 minutes on eyebrows alone. I don't have that time in the morning. I could, but I'd rather spend it doing something else. So before I put my foundation on, I'm just going to put my colour concealer underneath my eyes. If you're like me and you have like dark circles, then putting concealer kind of helps to even it out. My foundation next. A little goes a very long way, so I kind of just dot it and then blend it in. I always start from my nose and blend down. I make sure to blend into my hairline because you don't want it to look like you have a mask on. As you can see, I'm actually putting my foundation under my eyebrows as well to tame that really light concealer colour that I had on. It might look at, you're probably wondering why I have the foundation colour I have. It looks quite bright at first, but when it settles down, it is the right colour for my skin tone. You really need to match your foundation to your neck, as you've probably heard a lot of people say. Again, even if I have really weird colouring on my neck, but you still need to match it to your neck, otherwise it looks like you're wearing a mask, as I said before. I think a lot of people match their foundation to their face, and then it just looks really weird. Okay, next comes powder to set your foundation. You don't always have to do this routine, it depends on how much time I have. I'm using the mineral powder foundation. Yeah, you could use pressed powder though. I don't really use very much, as you can see, just a little bit. It's like a light dusting to blend it all in. Tap off the excess. Okay, depending on how long I'm going to be out for, I may use foundation primer. I didn't put my foundation primer in this on the table, so I'm not going to do it right now. But my go-to colours are always very neutral. So this is a loose eyeshadow powder. It kind of comes on a wand. So I'll just sort of sweep that across my eyelids. It doesn't have to be very neat, because I'll then use the brush to just kind of fix it. I sometimes put 3 colours on my eyes. It depends. I might just do 2 today. No, I'll do 3. So I'll put like a slightly darker brown in the corner. And the other brown that I want to use, which was that one. I should have showed you that one, the last one I used actually. I put that one in the corners, and this is what I'm going to use in my crease. I will put a list of what everything is at the bottom rather than trying to explain them to you now. I really like the Mary Kay eyeshadows because they're all mineral powder foundation. So at least I know it's not harming my skin, and all of our products are I can never say this word, comedogenic, so they don't clog your pores. So after that, I just use a brush to kind of blend everything. It doesn't have to be super intricate or anything like that. This is just like an everyday routine. Then comes eyeliner. Okay, to make my eyes look more open, I don't line all the way to the corners. Sometimes I will do, but usually I just line like the outer part. And I could put liquid on the top. Sometimes I put liquid on the top, but right now I'm just going to use the pencil. I know you're not supposed to actually pull the corner of your eyes, but this is how I find it easier to do. Yeah, I just find it easier to do it that way. If it's not that neat, you can always just, as I've just noticed mine isn't, you can always use the end of the brush to kind of neaten it up. Then comes, what comes next? Mascara. I tend to use 2 mascaras. This is like one of our best selling products, Ultimate Mascara, but I love Lash Love as well because I have really short eyelashes. So I just use them both and put a bit on the bottom. Because I'm kind of rushing, half not. My eyeliner isn't particularly straight, but I can go over that in a second if I want to, a bit later. Another way of elongating your eyelashes is to zigzag through. So Oh, awkward silences. Yeah, so I just tend to use the two. After that would come something like blusher. I have loads of different blushes here. I tend not to get too bold with my blusher unless I'm going out. So I'm just going to use that one at the top. Be smart to find the apples of your cheeks, so at least they're kind of in the right place. And last but not by no means least, there would be some sort of lip colour, because it's just like a neutral day look. So the lip liner I've got on is Spiced Tea. Because I have quite full lips, I always line like really like the inside of my lips as opposed to the outside. Otherwise it would just look like it was too much. Quite a neutral lip. And smack those together a little bit. Maybe I'll put a slightly darker liner on. Kind of darkens the lip colour as well. And that is it. In a nutshell, that's all I really do. Yeah, I know it's going to look like I've used quite a lot of products, but I can actually do it faster than what I've just done now, because I was talking to you in between things and looking down and looking up, but usually it takes me about 6 minutes, 7 minutes, I've timed it. So let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Rate, comment, subscribe, it's free. Share with your friends, and I maybe at a later date I'll attempt to do this again and then show you with different colours or what I do. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think, comment at the bottom, and I'll see you next time. Bye.